Hello, what's up guys? Today's video I will show you how chess coaching session looks like. So I will be playing with another coach who is much stronger than me. So he's about 2400, so it's like more than 600 points than me. So in the first part you will see the game, and during the game we are talking about all ideas, so you can hear almost every thought during the game, and then after 15 minutes we have something like 15-minute analyze. So stay tuned. Chess30, let's go. Hi, I got white pieces. Nice, nice. Hello, my coach. Let's play.
Congratulations. Do your best, Mark.
Thank you.
But it's not an easy decision. Maybe I should play c5 first.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
No, I'll play with a piece.
Okay.
You already put me out of my comfort zone. Congratulations.
Immediately.
Yes, second move. That's impressive.
So now I'm thinking, where should I land with my bishop, like c4 or d3, and actually I have to also fight for the center, like c4. So I'm a little bit confused. But
if you...
Yeah?
Yep. c4 first. It looks good, of course.
Yeah, so I'm winning. But in general, we are playing this game to show you what is the difference between our rankings, right? So we would like to share with you thoughts. What is the guy with 2400? What he's thinking, and what the guy is with 1700 is thinking during the game.
The first thing in my mind is I should play d4, and I know that this move gives me equality immediately.
Which one?
But because d5, I think if I play d5 immediately, I'm at least equal, if not more. But I wonder what will happen if I go for less.
Something like shy move, you mean?
Correct move, but a little bit more ambitious. I would play b6 to keep more pieces on the board.
Right.
And create some problems. But I really believe d5 objectively was better. Anyway, I don't want to draw, right?
Yeah. I will just copy your moves now.
They're pretty good, so that's smart choice.
My only problem is my f1 bishop, without no plan how to develop this piece. So maybe d3, maybe queen c5 and stuff, but these knights look dangerous. They are like ready to action. They just want to go somewhere. Yeah, they're very will be in the future very active. So yeah, so I have to keep an eye on, e4. Maybe I will push now e4. Wow, so you expect that I'm going to castle?
No. I don't know you that well. I need to expect everything.
Yeah, so
this is just a blitz.
Yeah, so but now I want to improve the center, and I think you didn't expect this move. Because you expect something like bishop d3 or something. Yeah, so I want to keep the center. Center is mine actually, but you have better pieces.
True.
Yeah, you have
agree with you.
Have better pieces, but I have. And now this structure on the queen side, black, look okay, but there's no potential for the future. But my knights are like tight. Tight. Not tired, but tight. So
Knight on f3 is just very good. Bishop on b2 is excellent. You have problem with two other minor pieces, but I still think you must be better here.
really,
You have more space.
I survive 11 moves. But
Yeah, again, as I said, I have chosen the more ambitious line by playing b6, not d5 earlier.
really,
So that's why I have to accept it for the moment. I'm just worse. But don't worry,
Oh.
I will wait for your mistake.
okay. It's very interesting that you start playing here and you forgot about the development. So in this case, yeah, I changed my plan. I wanted to castle long, but now I'm changing my plan because this pawn looks like very dangerous. E-file, A-file is going to open.
I need to castle too.
All right,
I cannot
so
let you open the position in the center when my king is there. So
right,
since
so
I cannot stop e5 potentially, I must be sure my king is away.
So now it's time for me to do something nice. Okay, so I think I found kind of plan. I wanted to play h4, but I think I have to coordinate pieces first, and then
Great.
I will.
Yep, very good decision.
I remember what you told me last time. Oh, where are you going? c5. Really?
e5, e5, but it's not my main plan. I already mentioned that your bishop on b2 is very good, so I'm trying to prepare bishop f6 and get rid of your good piece.
How about that? How about that? I don't feel this is the right move, but I would hate this, knight of c5. Would be kind of annoying.
I understand you, but on the other hand, true, that's another pawn's move. Let's see if there will be some way of exploiting that. a3 was interesting, but same story. I didn't want to see your knight coming to b3. So I keep my pawn on a4 for the moment, and maybe now, since you left d2 square, maybe now I'll take and push a3 just to split your pawns. On a good day, I might attack b4 pawn.
I'm fine with this, as I don't think I can see you can attack my queen, so I am taking the central position. Let's see.
Yeah, so I go for it. Again, your queen is better than mine. Let's exchange.
Okay, we can exchange, but you have to pay for it. I'm not going to pay for it. Oh, maybe not. So you almost forced me to take it. No, but okay, I have to improve my knight first. And you are the king of e5. It's not too much I can do about it. But still, you have like c7, kind of interesting pawn for my knight in the future. Maybe. Yeah, take your time, just...
Yeah, there's 5 seconds increment, so yeah, I don't worry that much about time. Yeah, knight e5 is just screaming in my face. I'll go there.
Whoa. So what, no more exchanges? So if I take...
Be careful, there is tactic on the board.
Tactic, I can see any tactic, I'm sorry. It's easy, I have to exchange. Because I want I want to play f4. Yeah, you can help me with this. Close the bishop if you want. So I missed knight g4 actually. But maybe position doesn't collapse after this. Not yet.
No, no, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't collapse. You stay pretty well still.
Ah, but your bishop is much better. My is like a prisoner, you know. It's like I close my own. That's why.
That's why I exchanged darks for bishop, and I'm not rushing to capture the other one.
All right. But I have to play f4, but maybe not now, because you will play knight g4, and then.
Or even I take your bishop then.
And what? So I'm counting that you will take this garbage.
No, but if you play f4, I'll take the f4 pawn for free, right?
f4 for free? How?
Because your queen won't be able to take back on d3 and protect the
Ah, I'm sorry, yes. I had very long day, you know, I was tired. Yes, okay, so active move, I'm developing the piece.
Then again, it looks very good. And when I make this move, I'm risking, I'm losing coordination, but that was the plan, right? To split your pawns. So let's see how you deal with that.
Right. So it's gonna be very tactic now. It's going to very hot now. Very good hot season. Maybe not so hot, but it'll be more than 30 degrees right now. Something is going on.
Or maybe you just made a mistake underestimating my pieces. Look at this. Am I already winning after that move?
Winning, maybe.
I see a lot of dark squares which are exposed, open, and only queen is protecting them. So let's see how it works.
Ah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So it's like Mr. Beniowski coming?
Yeah, or at least I'll take the rook with my knight after check on f2. Yeah, in Poland we call it Beniowski mate, but in English people call it smattered mate. So I will stay satisfied with just an exchange. Taking here, taking a rook.
And the pawn.
And then the pawn, that's right.
So actually that's it. Of course I was clearly winning, but I don't know what happened with this guy. I don't know why I gave him the win. Not sure. Now guys, it's high time for part number 2. It's like analyzing my mistakes in this game. Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay, I don't even know what to say. You have this Maroczy bind type of position, e4, c4 pawns. But on the other hand, my pieces are open and they will try to undermine this. And you left with one inactive piece, bishop on f1. Okay, couple moves more, because d6, bishop d3, that's not end of the world. You developed your piece. And again, I'm so proud of you. You just castled quickly. And if black is better, it's just a nominal advantage, nothing special. I had to make some plan for the game.
But
and I was just trying to,
which move are you analyzing now?
No, after castling. You know, I felt like I might be even a little bit worse, but surprisingly, computer at this shallow depth 18 says that
equal
white is slightly worse.
0.2.
Run it properly.
Yeah.
But let's agree to one thing. Position is very normal, about equal, right? It's not important yet who's better.
Yeah.
Still,
I can
barely.
I can feel it's equal. Yeah.
All pieces on the board, we just exchange one pawn. So still a lot of work to do for both sides.
Actually, it's very
And
interesting that now, actually, I can see on the computer, and I felt during the game that doesn't matter what you play, you cannot move so big mistakes. So you have like kind of 5, 6 equal, almost equal moves for black and for white. So this means there's not sharp position right now. Yeah,
of
can you
course,
agree?
because look, there is no tension.
Yeah.
There is no tension. There is no tactic yet. It's calm position. That's why you can maneuver a lot, right?
Mhm.
And yeah, you played well. Again, moves like rook e1, and then first thing which is interesting is this push to b4. Maybe it's slightly premature.
Okay, so now you play knight d7. Okay, and now
Yeah,
I play b4. Right. Yeah,
you
but
didn't need to.
I felt this is nothing special, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's but
you
computer
release this
saying
on the
is
read.
best. Yeah, so this is it's almost equal. So still is not so bad. This
Of course,
before,
but you
yeah.
see, this is like a tendency. What's the point? What was your point? Why did you push that? Why
I
didn't
just
keep
wanted to stop
position?
the knight from jumping on c5.
Okay, it makes some sense. But then you could push b4 and force my knight to exchange for your bad bishop, right?
Yeah,
It's funny because before the game, you even told me that you prefer knights over the bishops. So you could wait for my
yeah,
knight to jump to c5, then push b4, and you will have your favorable exchange.
yeah. I wanted to also grab you some space. Yeah, but I agree. I could wait, but still is. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, still is
On
equal.
the other hand, look how simple chess I played. I saw this excellent bishop on b2, so I just exchanged that with bishop f6,
Yeah.
and that improves my position because we get rid of dark square bishops, and yours is better than mine, so I'm getting slightly ahead when you allow me that. And again,
So
this a3,
could
very
I
simple idea.
could I just avoid the changing?
Say it again.
Could I avoid?
Not really, because if you play knight d4, then this. It's like I'm putting pressure on you. So
Yeah, yeah. So I feel
maybe
yeah.
it is playable because there is nothing special, right? But again, I'm not sure if knight d4 would be a correct reaction. So you see, how to say that? I don't have any problems. That's why, to some degree, you couldn't stop that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I play.
It's easier to play it with black. This is my opinion. It's easier to play it with black.
Yeah.
Although I didn't spend much time thinking about white plans.
Look, that for me the biggest problem on the board is my own bishop on d3. It's blocking my
Yeah, of
queen.
course.
Everything.
Yep.
This is like very big pawn.
Right now, this is true.
I did this move like six moves before, right? So now I get hurt. Finally.
Exactly, because I had a clear and simple plan, and you are just dancing in the same area, not improving at all. And I'm starting this process of making your dark squares weaker, right? So I exchange dark square bishops, and because you have bishop, pawn e4, and pawn c4, everything is on white squares. So I'm trying to dominate the dark squares now. And again, I see your queen being so great in the center. That's why I wasn't afraid of exchanging them. You have less and less pieces to protect black squares.
Yeah.
Makes sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you played queen f6, and now the computer says it's equal. It's absolutely equal.
Yeah, of course. But you must understand one thing. If I will dominate black squares and keep your bishop on d3 blocked by your own pawns, you will not enjoy this position.
Yeah.
Because you won't be able to challenge me.
Yeah, I cannot play e5. It's very hard to play c5. So yeah, so he's pretty sure that this bishop is going to stay there like for a few moves at least, right?
You have it on the board, but it's useless. So you will feel annoyed at least.
Yeah, I felt it. Yeah, okay.
You know, very often grandmasters even sacrifice a pawn just to open up bishops like this. Of course, not in this position, because this objective evaluation of the computer says it's still about equal, right?
Yeah,
but
sure.
This shows the tendency. Again, it's about having active pieces. So sometimes it's better to give up the pawn and open up this bishop, and you'll feel relieved. But not here, you know, it's not necessary, of course.
Okay.
And yeah, another thing, knight g3 cannot be bad move, right? So I forced this exchange of queens. I was trying to force it, but I'm improving my pieces and improving control over the black squares. And finally, I ended up with a central knight. I have a nice queen aiming at your unprotected queen on d4. My bishop is attacking something, and it is much easier to make mistakes in positions like this. So first, you avoided losing a queen, queen e3, well done. And do you see my next move? Pawn
Yeah,
to
but
g6.
but the point is, what I'm thinking that actually I could exchange, because I didn't I didn't want to lose the tempo. But actually, your knight on f6 is less stronger than on e5 actually, and my knight on d4 have less perspective actually, or maybe can go to b5 than on f3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you go to b5, you are attacking my unprotected pawn, and you force me to place my piece passively. So it
But
also makes sense.
Yeah.
But remember, I will maneuver my knight from f6, right? Sooner or later, I will place it back on e5. That's why computer says it's nothing special position. It's still about equal.
Yeah, but I play knight g3 because, you know, it just look good. It looks good, but
yeah. But again, look, my reaction pawn to g6 again immediately makes your knight useless there, right? So your both minor pieces, knight and the bishop, are blunted. Knight cannot make anything useful on that position, and also bishop, we already mentioned that. So my reaction would be to quickly remaneuver this knight, something like knight e2, knight d4, or knight e2 and then to d5 via f4, c3, just to give your pieces active positions. And you kind of forgot about this. Again, rook d1, you're giving extra protection to the bishop. You're putting the rook on the semi-open file. It looks very normal, but look at that. Immediately you started an attack with f4 when your pieces are not ready for the action. But and this is something what we need to change.
You are in this moment when you play rook a4.
Yeah, I was trying to provoke you something and it worked. I'm sure that the best reaction was to somehow save this pawn, because it's not the moment to give up a material for no reason. You have a couple interesting ways to do that. I see, for example, something like bishop c2 to capture a3 pawn if you take on b4. Again, moves like that are starting some little fight, so you need to be sure that everything works well for you. Remember, after bishop c2, I might take the...
No, but the c4 is hanging.
True. That's why maybe bishop c4 doesn't work. Sorry, bishop c2 doesn't work because
rook b1. But
yeah.
But maybe because I noticed that plenty of GMs, they're doing something like they're putting somewhere the piece and then they're putting this piece back, and they don't have problem with this. But I have like kind of mental problems.
Very good point.
Yeah.
You know what? I find it as almost as a psychological problem. It is hard to admit the mistake. You just move your rook from the side to the center, and you know it's hard to say something like, "Oh, I will go back," because it's the best move in the position.
Yeah.
You probably unconsciously try to avoid moves like that, but this is what we need to improve.
Yeah, this is exactly
Very
what
good
happens.
point.
This
a lot
exactly
of good players
going
back. Sometimes you need to just admit a mistake.
No, this is not mistake, like Adam. It's not mistake because I think just position change Yeah. So this is another category. Okay, one can be the case like this. Okay, I made mistake. Okay, I'm going back. But I think when I play rook d5, d1, it was okay. But now position change. Your rook is more active, attacking my pawn on b4. That's why I have to, you know, reorganize my pieces. But I thought
agree
it was
completely.
like
That's right.
mistake.
Yep.
You know.
I agree. So rook b1, yep, I went too far. It's not a mistake, of course, because if you go to b1, my rook on a5, a4 looks stupid, right?
Mm-hmm. Awkward.
So you're going back in the same direction where you just been, but on the other hand, what my rook on a5 is doing. So I provoked you, right? I provoked you to finally go wrong. And you went wrong all the way. It's not like
can you hear this? The coach said finally wrong. Yeah, so he was very, you know, impatient. He was waiting, and yeah, finally I did the final mistake. Yeah, now I see on the engine the position is completely equal. It's 0 right now.
Mm-hmm. So you know, I have slightly different evaluation, but I know that these online engines are not so
right. Yeah,
precise. So I believe you. Yeah, and it even feels like this. It even feels like that. I don't have any problems, and I see that my opponent doesn't have them too. So yeah, I agree. It could be very equal, even 0. But look what I have done. What happened? You push this f4 and immediately.
This is Blender. This is that's it. This is the So why? How could you explain why this is the worst move in I think in entire game? I think f4 is
again. It's I mentioned that even earlier, right? You completely don't protect black squares, and my pieces are getting into your position on those black squares. So you after knight g4, I have all those threads connected to queen d4 and knight f2 jump.
Mm-hmm.
And since after knight g4 your queen is in danger, you don't have time to remaneuver and give some extra protection to those dark squares.
So you mean that this pawn from f2, he was like the last part of kind of protecting e3 and this kind of
yeah, you
stuff?
expose your king. You expose your king from one angle, but it's unstoppable. Right? That's enough. I have access to your king, and that will cost you material.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
pawn's move looks really cool. It looks like you're grabbing space, but you gave me access to your king, and yep, that's it. I don't care about white squares. I attack you on black squares, right? You have very good control over white squares, but only queen is protecting dark squares, those key dark squares, because we talk about access to the king.
So I think I more focus just to do something to protect in the future the pawn on b4, but I didn't want to just you know, put my rook on b1, and I don't have any problems. Yeah,
you should play rook b1, right? We already agreed.
Yeah, and that's why I play something like desperado move.
Yeah. Again, why is that? That's a longer story. I feel you just wanted finally to start a fight, active play, because you are this kind of player, right? You love attacking chess, so you managed to play 21 moves of the calm positional play, and you had equal position against me. But finally, you could wait, and you wanted to see some fire on the board.
Yeah.
This fire just burned you.
I agree, yeah. I couldn't agree with you more, yeah. Okay, guys, Chess30 for today is fine. We finished, so you know what to do. If you want to see more videos like this, please also subscribe the channel, and we upload more videos, coaching videos like this. Thank you. Don't worry, I'm going to win next time.